A whiskey that's made from a dessert that I've never had. Let's try that out and see what happens to this possible bourbon of the year. Welcome back to Pars and Pours. Jim here, and this is a golf-centric whiskey channel, and we are going to be trying out the Pennelope Creme Brule. Now, if you guys have watched other whiskey tubers like me out there, you get on the Bourbon Junkies, and Dan really thinks that this is a bourbon of the year. Sean, not so much, but Dan really believes it to be. Now, a price for comparison, this bad boy is right up there amongst the top. And what is it? Well, they say it's creme brulee, and it tastes very, very sweet. Everything's good about it, okay? Now, this Pennelope, as everybody knows, Pennelope is part of MGP or Ross and Squibb, whoever you want to call it. They're also in alignment with Lux Row. All right, Lux Row, most famously known for the Blood Oath. And so there's a lot of collaborations, a lot of back and forth that where these guys get to go. If you guys know, a couple of guys started it based on the fact that one of the owners was getting ready to have a baby. It was a baby girl named Pennelope, and this is how this got started. Now, Architect Series. The Architect Series is all about working with a French oak company, French barrel company, and I'm going to murder the name Tollier Radu, and they're a massive oak barrel maker. And what they've done with this one, and on the back, it has 3 boxes, and it says delicate stave, complex stave, and 10 stave. This is complex, and this is coming in at 110, 55%, as one may say, and it's straight bourbon whiskey finished in French oak staves. Okay, I'd say a medium cork game on that one. So I just got back from Menards, and this is my reward. All right, so this is, I'm testing this out now. If you guys can see back up in here, I have started a bit of a collection. I never once intended on being interested in Pennelope, but I have a toasted, I have a Takai cask, a rye, which is extraordinarily cool. And now I just came across a estate series. This is the first one in this estate series. All right, let's give this thing a swirl. Now, the funny part is about how people, it smells like creme brulee. I wouldn't know what to tell you. So we're just going to go off of what the nose and the palate does. I get the sugary, and I took another drink of this, and the thing is massively sweet. Just incredibly, incredibly sweet. When they talk about sugars and stuff, this is quite possibly one of the first times I've ever picked that up. And you get a kind of a creamy, almost like the sugar that you get on top of a cinnamon roll. Very, very delicate, right? Very, very delicate. First drink of the day, we're going to let that one settle for a minute. And it keeps getting sweeter every time I taste it, or every time I nose it. The leftover on this is it has a mouthfeel that just stays there. It's not leaving, has a very good finish to it. It's funny that when you go to take that second sip, now that I'm acclimated, what you get is it almost tasted like I was dipping my tongue into a bag of sugar. It was just that granular. It felt granular almost. And it had the sweetness that was in it that one would expect. However, with the sweetness, it also has one heck of a finish too. It is lingering. This, if you put everything together with nose, front of the palate, mid of the palate, and the finish on this thing, the guys at the Bourbon Junkies are really not far off the mark on this one. So I'm going to give this one a big thumbs up. So from a golf perspective, we're going to go with double eagle, par, bogey, and double bogey. And I'm going to give this one a birdie. This one's certainly above average, and for the price point, you just can't beat it. It just keeps getting better. Yep. Certainly one if you find it. Creme Brulee. I'm still going to have to go out and find out what it's all about in order to do that. But certainly if you see it in the store or something, I would certainly pick it up. Is it something when you see others that talk about secondary market, I am not a believer in the secondary market whatsoever. I don't mind trading bottles with my buddies. I don't mind if they pick up something if he wants to sell it to me. But secondary, purely get onto the secondary market just to go get a bottle, I am not about that. So, and I am in a controlled state, so just keep piling all this stuff on. However, Pennelope, Creme Brulee, Architect Series with the barrel staves, very good, definitely worth going to get. So if you like this, please like and subscribe. And as always, let's see you save those pars, but share the pours.